Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the Daily Message, or the Daily Mess, as I like to call it. And today is Fit Friday. And my goal on Fridays is that I deliver to you just a little bit of awareness about you, your body, being in touch with one another, and especially this week where we've had the storm. And I talked a little bit this week about the stress of a storm, right? Where it sounds like it's gonna be so fun, beautiful snow, everything looks wonderful, and yet there's an element of safety, like that house that blew up in Taunton the other day. I had just passed that house, like, 2 minutes before it blew up, and it just really resonated with me that, I was complaining about the roads in being like, they were barely plowed. My house that I was going to was not plowed, like, it was like, there was so much snow everywhere, and I was max stressed, feeling sorry for myself. And then that happened, and I was like, "Wow," you know, get yourself in your own headspace. And the thing is that there's so much inconvenience. If you are a little unsteady on your feet, then walking is a challenge, and staying safe is a challenge, and slipping is a challenge. And I have shared with you, a couple years ago, actually, one of the triggers for me to get as fit as I can be was like sliding, and how long it took for me to get better. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is, with all of the extra anxiety that we are putting into our bodies just to get through the day, I want us to think about how we can take a couple minutes to yourself and to myself and just loosen up a little bit and kind of go to some of those stress places. And this is going to be really simple, okay? And it's going to be just based from here to right below your arms, right? So, first thing I want you to just think about is tilting your head side to side. And I do this when I do the RISE training class with agents. I give them this little safety thing, I guess, so that, when we're so excited about our profession and the stress goes somewhere, right? So right now, how are you feeling? Do you feel like this is stiff for you? All right, maybe you're starting to hear your neck do that little crackle cackle. All right, and then looking side to side. All right, this is so important to be able to go side to side as much as we can for days like looking for, again, with the views when you look to the left and to the right in your car and you see snow and you're trying to make sure that you're not cutting someone off, and there's not that response time. Okay, side by side. So we tilted and we're going side by side. And right now I will tell you, like, my range of motion is very, very minimal for what it normally is. Okay, and we're just going to circle that head around. This is where the crackle cackle comes in for me. And as you are rotating your head around, you can close those eyes. Okay, I'll let you know when we're done. Tilt that head back as much as you can. Just really try to think about that head on the top of your neck and making sure that you can loosen it around, right? All of this range of motion limitations, because, okay, which way did I go? Guess we'll go the other way. I can't remember which way I just went. So, all of the range of motion limitations in our neck, a lot of times we can minimize how stiff we are, right? So we tilted, we circled, and now we're just going all the way around. I call this around the clock, right? All right. So, and then just this last one, which is just forward and back. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, in my aging, I have started to tilt my head forward. And I think it's I feel like it looks like I'm being very empathetic all the time by leaning into what you're saying. But what I'm noticing is that I have stiffness going back. Like, I should be able to pull this back a little bit further. So front and back, right? I call this like the chicken pecking. Right here, you're pecking and then you're coming back. Okay. So all of these things you can do. Again, I hope you do these every day. But for now, the reason why this is so important for us is because we are holding a lot of stress here in that snowstorm, and going out there and using our body in ways that we don't normally is just really hard. Okay, and then we're just going to wrap this up with some shoulder stuff. So again, rotate those shoulders back, circle them around. As I do this, I realize I hold a lot of stress in my shoulders. And again, like if you've shoveled, and shoveling is not a balanced fitness activity, right? Normally we shovel more with one side than the other. One side is stronger than the other. Okay, so we are already throwing our body out of alignment. And again, the way that you're walking is not the way that your body is used to. Now reverse direction on that. Okay. And again, those of you who have taken my RISE class, I do these every morning when we start, because again, all the hype that goes into things in our lives, excitement also equals stress. All right. And then just shrug all the way up as much as you can and push it down. So shrug it up, push it down, and shrug it up and push it down and one more. Okay, now just take those hands and bring them around the back of your and clasp them behind you if you can. You can also grab your elbows if that works for you. Okay, and then you're just gonna lift those hands up and just gonna lean it forward. And what I want you to do with this video is save it, okay? This is on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And so right off the bat, you can find where it is. Save the video. Use this when you can. Okay, as you see, I'm just standing a little higher for you to see that I'm lifting those arms up as much as I can. And all right, shake it out. Do you feel better? I know I feel better. I feel ready to face another challenge that I don't even know I'm going to have. So, my friends, thank you so much for watching. This is Fit Friday of the Daily Mess. Every Friday, I try to share a tip and some strategy for making that part of your life that you can connect your fitness level with your emotional level, with your activity level, with your badassery, and, again, getting through that daily mess together. Thanks so much, my friends. I will see you Monday, I guess. Well, maybe this weekend. My husband's away, so maybe this weekend I'll pop on. Make it an amazing day.